are just moments away from Progress Chapter 186. Noisy Neighbours coming to you live from the O2 Ritz in Manchester. And it's going to be available on Demand Progress Plus and Triller TV.
Excellent bit of promo work there, Carl.
Right.
And speaking of Noisy Neighbours, Carl, even better, we are going to be there live and in person. So if you see us knocking about, come and say hello. That being said, if you see us knocking about whilst watching it streaming, we've probably ended up in a very difficult situation.
Yeah, that's true. Also, we have an absolute awesome theme song from Pulled Apart by Horses, an absolute bop, Sleep in Your Grave. It's the official anthem for Chapter 186.
And a hell of a card as well, Carl. You know, Rayne Leverkusen makes their first title defence against Session Moth. We saw the have we got that clip actually? We saw interaction with them beforehand. You know, Session Moth is she's wanting to prove a point tonight, but we'll get on to that. We've got Will Kroos defending the Atlas title against Jay Joshua, and Cara Noir takes on Lio Rush, to name just a few matches. Carl, it's a stacked card. It is. We're going to be watching it live.
We are. We're going to be there
after this. We'll do this,
and then we'll go and watch it. But let's dive in, shall we? Because I'm excited, right? The first one I want to talk about, before we even get into it, let's just have a look how this one came about.
Will Kroos, you have finally defended the Atlas Championship at the ballroom. It feels like you've got the world on your shoulders, but you've got a taste right now.
That's it, yeah. Got a taste. The next defence is at the Ritz, Manchester. I've seen Jay Joshua's announced. Jay Joshua, Will Kroos, Atlas title, it makes sense. So management, do the right thing. Put the big boys in. That's right.
Okay.
And that's how that came about?
That was how that came about. Will Kroos, clearly a fighting champion. He wants the biggest, the baddest, the best. And Jay Joshua is the man stepping up to the plate.
Indeed.
For this one. Now, Joshua is making his Progress debut here as well. So, you know, he's an 8-year vet. He's been in CMLL this year. I always sound like The Rock when I say that. But CMLL. Also, he's knocking around TNT as well. So, yeah, big guy. A lot of athleticism. But look, I think, is he Will Kroos? We know what Will Kroos can do in that ring. We know he is an absolute monster of a man, but he can do things.
I mean, this is the thing for me. Like, I don't want to discredit Jay at all, but I'm like, Will doesn't want to let go of that title.
No,
he's determined.
And we keep saying it. We were, I wouldn't say we were worried last time, but you know, it's been a hot potato, this Atlas Championship, hasn't it? It's been, you know, it's like the 4th or 5th champion now in the last couple of months. Yeah. So, we were wondering whether Will Kroos was going to break that trend, and it looks like he has.
100%. But this is the thing for me. Jay hasn't just got a mountain to climb here; he's got a mountain to try and knock over and pin somehow. It's a tough ask. It is a tough ask.
And when that mountain can fucking cannonball at you and backflip and do everything else, you know, fucking Spanish flies off the top, then you know, it's a hell of a mountain to climb, isn't it? To be fair.
Exactly. So yeah, it's gonna be an incredible one to watch. But you know, my money is on Kroos. Without a doubt.
I think he's going to remain in cruise control.
Nice.
We're
making that a thing.
Make that shirt. Yeah, I just think, I don't know who's going to be able to take this belt off him. I'm just going to throw that out there, because I don't know if there's a man in the entire of the country that can take it off him. So I don't know. Maybe he's going to take that thing abroad. Maybe he's going to go to the States, go to
on tour
anywhere else. Yeah. Will Kroos on tour, cruising.
Maybe that's the thing. You'll only get the title back when he gives it back.
Well, that's it. I agree with you. I think I don't want to say any disrespect here to Jay Joshua with this, but I think it's a step into the big leagues here in Progress, and I don't mean that just because it's the big league, but I mean look at the size of the man he's fighting as well. It is the big leagues.
Yeah. Well, the Atlas division is very much that, isn't it?
It's very unforgiving as well, shall we say? So yeah, I think Kroos is going to put this title on the map, on the Atlas.
Nice.
Put the Atlas on the map. Yeah. And yeah, I think he's going to retain.
Yeah. Indeed.
Agreed.
And if you're aggrieved by it, Jay, like, prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
No, not us.
Just win the match.
Because we can't even say it, because we're going to be there. Shit, and if he sees this...
Can we edit that one out? It's too late.
We're live, pal. So, yeah, I think there's going to be an absolutely awesome one. Next up on the list, I am so intrigued for this match. It's not even funny. Two guys that we saw recently in Atomic when we went to that show. We've got Chris Ridgway, we've got Scott Oberman. Both of these have got a hell of a lot to prove, I think. So Oberman has only had one previous match in progress, and he came out unsuccessful. We can see from the vignette that announced that he was making his return that he looks like he means business. He's got a point to prove. He wants to get that win. Ridgway, so he's another man we've not seen in progress in at least 3 years. And he was scheduled, if you remember, to make his return recently against Dereiss.
Right.
But he picked up another injury, which is obviously, not ideal, but here he is, he's back, that injury's behind him, and he is back with a vengeance as well. So this is really tough. So
a very tough call.
Oberman is the current atomic champion. Ridgway was a former Progress world champion. He's a super strong style 16 winner. What do you do? Thoughts?
I mean, it's a tough one. As you say, we had the privilege of watching them both live recently. And again, it makes it incredibly tough to call. I mean, I think Oberman's definitely got an air about him. That was my first sort of match that I've seen him at live, and there's definitely an atmosphere, the right word. There's an air about him.
An aura.
An aura.
He reminded me, I
said
to you at the time. Aura. I was a couple of drinks in at this point, but I was like, I get young Drew McIntyre vibes from Oberman, and everyone knows how much I love Drew. That
is true. You're a Drew fan. You're a Drew guy.
I'm a Drew.
And that alone, I'd be like, no, it's got to be Oberman. He's got something about him. But as you say, Chris Ridgway, fucking hell of an athlete.
You don't fuck with Chris Ridgway, and when you've got the endorsements of the likes of Kanji, who's saying fucking he's top dog.
Yeah,
you know what you do.
He's a tough dude. This is gonna be a hard hitting match, and I honestly, it might have to be a coin flip on who I pick here, because I really don't know.
It's a tough one, right? I'm going to show a bit of bias here. I know it's Noisy Neighbours, and I know that the whole kind of premise of this is obviously it's in Manchester and it's United and City.
Oh, here we go.
But Oberman's an Everton fan.
Right, okay.
So straight away, got that bond, and so
do you know
for
what?
that reason, I'm going to go Oberman, just because, he's a Blue. You got to back the Blues, aren't you?
You know what, Carl? You've made a really good point. So I'm going to go Chris.
Of course, like every other cop-out. No, I think, all joking aside, I don't know what it is about Oberman. I don't know if it's the intensity of that promo, but he looked like he means business. Do you know what I mean? And I just think he's been on such a tear at the minute, outside of progress, that I think he could make the step up here. And I think
there's the edge as well of I'm sure he remembers his last match in progress. And maybe he wants to make a point this time, and there's a lot to be said for having that in the back of your mind and being that having that extra little bit of determination to make a point.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there's a bigger point he can make on his return than getting the scalp over a former world champ and a former super strong style 16 winner. Indeed. So I'm going Oberman.
I'm gonna go Ridgway. He's a tough son of a gun.
I'm gonna go the right way while you go the Ridgeway.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying.
Nice.
All I'm saying. Okay, big meaty men slapping meat. If Will Kroos and Jay Joshua wasn't enough for you, we've got Simon Miller, Adam Maxted, and the interesting one with this one, right? And I'm gonna play a video because I still don't think, and clearly from this video, I don't think Josh Holley is done with Simon Miller. Just have a look at this.
What do you want? Do you want to ask me how I'm feeling? Do you want to ask me how I'm feeling after Simon Miller makes another bloody joke out of Josh Holley? Ah! Well, Simon Miller, I thought I'd give you mulligan. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a fighting chance, yeah? Instead of being in the ring with you myself. And what do? You beat him easily. You run away. Well, Simon Miller, there will be no running away for very long from the modern classic Josh Holley, will there, Maya? No, they won't. Because Simon Miller may be the king of ups and downs, but I am more focused on the down. I will put you down, Simon Miller, if it's the last thing I do in freaking progress! Have you got that, Maya? Have you got that? Leave! Get away! Where's my shoe?
Right, my concern here is going to be that Josh Holley's going to get involved in this.
Yeah, he's definitely not done, as you say.
He's not
looking
done.
At that alone. He's not done. So I kind of see your point, and I think we're probably both going to head in the same direction here. That I think Maxted might get the win here, just because I don't think it's going to be without shenanigans. Let's say.
I do feel like shenanigans are going to be involved. That being said, though, Simon Miller, since losing that Proteas Championship, he's been adamant. He just wants single matches, right? He's finally getting them, and he's doing really well in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's I think
he lost the championship, but he found himself.
Sorry. I fucking love it. I love it. He was going through some downs, but now he's on the up.
Nice.
You know
nice,
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I just, even though there's going to be shenanigans, I still can't count them out. Do you know what I mean? I think this isn't the first time that Josh Holley would try and get involved or do something like this. And let's face it, the last 2 times he's tried, it hasn't worked out for him. So I'm not really convinced that the shenanigans would come into play here as well. I just think Simon Miller is hell-bent on getting that Proteas title back. And I don't think he's going to stop for anybody. You know, I think... But again, we've seen Adam Maxted a couple of times now. And, you know, he's good, man.
Yeah.
He's good. You know, what a jerk.
That's the thing.
He looks the way he does. He can wrestle the way he does.
You kind of don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But he is. He's talented.
That's it.
Damn
it. So much talent. That's all I'm going to say. But no, I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. I do think we're going to see shenanigans, but at the same time, and it's not just bias because we've had him on the show and he's a friend of the show, but I can't go against Simon Miller, man.
Yeah. I get you. I'm going to try and play the odds here. Not that we keep score. I'm sure you do, actually. You've probably got a spreadsheet somewhere. But
I love a spreadsheet.
I think it's going to be Maxted, but I don't think it's going to be a straightforward, like, clean pin. That's all I'm going to say. I think that there will be shenanigans involved. Not necessarily by design from Maxted. I just think there's going to be distractions, there's going to be issues, and I think he's going to be able to capitalise on that.
I'm sure he'll have his shoes. Yeah. The shoes will be there.
His shoes.
Yeah.
Their shoes, everyone's shoes.
Everyone's shoes. Okay, so we're gonna go with odds then.
Yeah, I'm being contrarian.
Fine, you do that. Next match to talk about. How'd you pick on this one again?
I love the fact that we keep doing it. We can be like, guests of the show.
Two friends of the show. Two friends of the show.
Indeed.
We've got RPD. We've got Charles Crowley.
Indeed.
We've got Carnage. That's about to unfold here, I think. I don't know if you saw the video that Crowley put out before. In fact, I'll put that in here in case you haven't seen it. Have a look at this.
Oh, R.P. DeVries, you annoy me. You're so happy. You're always so happy. You're so wholesome. Oh, I can't wait to wrestle Charles Crowley. Well, shit off. Listen here, you're a confused, strange little man if you think you can hang in the ring with me, okay? Because look, if I was boxing you, if I was giving you the old 1-2, then you'd win. No, I'm not ashamed to say that. Of course, you'd beat me in a boxing match. Okay, that's like saying if you and I were to lock eyes and to see who would finish on a biscuit first, then it would be me, wouldn't it? You idiot! You'd be the one nibbling it. But the thing is, we're not doing either of those two things. We're not in a boxing ring. We're in a progress ring. And as one of the Progress roster, that makes me an elite professional wrestler. You know this. You know this. You cannot knock out the twat. This twat has taken a pounding in his time, especially recently. I can handle it. I can handle you. But you can't handle the twat. Where the shit have you been?
We know you had that one.
Yeah, that's it. Surprises, full of surprises. Literally,
here's another.
Literally just released that one. But yeah, he's a scary dude, Charles. I think he's you know, he's just a unpredictable fellow, isn't he? You know, at the end of the day. But as he said, you know, if it's a boxing match, RPD, yeah, well, you get the win, wouldn't he? You know, but
I mean, that's the thing.
It isn't a boxing match, and yeah, Charles Crowley ain't your regular wrestler, is he? So.
That is true. However, boxing or not boxing, RBD's got that grit and that determination.
He does.
That transcends just boxing.
He does.
So,
I think Crowley's got a whole different level of grit, though. And some poison mist.
Yeah, that is true.
So there is that aspect.
That's not to be missed.
Hey, that would be a missed opportunity.
Yeah, no, it is. He's definitely going to have some tricks up his sleeve. You know, it's whether, I mean, I quietly think BD can overcome. He can overcome Carl.
I mean, he can. At the end of the day, right? He's a boxer before he's a wrestler, right? And he'll know more than anyone. It only takes one punch. You land that one punch right.
Yeah,
you got the match won.
Indeed.
Yeah. Crowley may be elusive. He may be able to, play all the tricks in the book, but can he dodge that right hand?
There's a point though, isn't it? It's like, if RPD's done his homework on it, which I'm sure he has, like, is he going to try and deal with this match quickly? So, the longer it goes on, the more chance of some sort of shenanigans, because I'm going to throw that word in as much as possible. So maybe he's going to try and end this match quite fast. He might come out swinging, I
mean, yeah, that would be the way to play it, to be fair. I think that's a really good point. I think the longer this match goes on, the longer Crowley can, like, lure him into his fucking maze of horrors. And
I suspect we're going to see an RPD who's not going to be messing around. He's going to take it to Crowley because he knows he has to.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were in Manchester, we know the RPD faithful are out in full force as well.
Yep.
And that the crowd can make a hell of a lot of difference.
Oh yeah,
right.
Without a doubt.
The Lancaster Wrestling Pro Wrestling Society will probably be there. They will probably be, the loudest voices in the room, like they were last time. So look, RPD's got his fans, and they follow him wherever he goes. So could that be off-putting for Crowley?
I mean, I don't think Crowley's ever been too worried about a crowd. Like, reaction-wise, I think he quite enjoys the boos, to be honest, sometimes. But I think the fire it'll give RPD is the factor, isn't it?
Yeah, there's probably enough voices going around in Crowley's head, isn't it? To be fair, a few more won't.
It's not going to bother him. Yeah.
Won't bother him too much. But it's you know what? It's probably the match I'm most curious about, this one, because whoever wins this, I can see them going on to, like, some big stuff after this. Do you know what I mean? I think Crowley was so close to getting that Proteus title.
He was.
I don't think he's out of the picture. I know Simon's desperate to get it back. We don't know when we're going to see Paul Walter Hauser, but I firmly believe Crowley has got his eyes on that belt as well.
Yeah. It's mad though, isn't it, when you think about that, and you got Paul Walter Hauser there with the belt, and we're seeing this build up of so many people hungry to get a chance. It's going to be it's going to be chaotic.
It is. It is going to be chaotic. But I'm struggling to call it. Go on.
I'm going with RPD. I honestly, I think he'll be playing the tactic of it and realizing what he has to do.
Okay, I'll play contrarian then. I just think you can never count out Charles Crowley. You don't know what is going to be up his sleeve in his magic box of tricks, right?
He's wearing sleeves, Carl.
Or is he? Right? We've seen him kick out of a pin using a helium balloon, for God's sake, right? Yeah. The guy just surprises every time. So I still think, I love RPD. He's definitely, as you say, he's the perennial underdog who always kind of comes out on top. But I just think, I don't know, he might have one too many tricks for him in this one. So I'm going to go Crowley.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Next, and this one could be a spicy one because Luke Jacobs is returning, Anthony, for the first time since losing the Progress World Heavyweight Championship. This is the first time in over a year he's going to be wrestling without that belt.
Yeah.
So psychologically alone, I think this is going to be a huge factor for him. But the man who stands across the ring from him is Tom Thirlwell. We saw him briefly in Progress back in 2022, but this is going to be the first singles match that he's having. He's been all over the Northwest. He's been in TNT. He's a former Ultra X champion in there. But I don't know. Luke Jacobs will be a man possessed here, I think. I think having been the champion for over a year, it's his first match back. I don't think he's not going to be messing around.
Yeah. No, I think the aim for him would probably be shaking off the loss, wouldn't it? And making a point.
Yeah.
I could see him trying to dominate in this match, which isn't an easy task by any means. But I think you're right. I think even just that, as like you said, as daft as it sounds, that feel like coming out to the ring without that belt around his waist is gonna it's gonna be a strange one for him.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna use that. I think that's gonna be his fuel. So.
Yeah, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think these are both Manchester boys. I know, obviously, Luke's a massive City fan. I don't know whether Thirlwell's a United fan, but let's be honest, his best friend Ethan Allen's a United fan, so, maybe that won't make a difference anyway, but I wonder whether Ethan's going to be there.
Have you got one? You picked one?
I picked one, what?
Like, I know you're an Evertonian, but, like, if you had to pick between
I'm not one of them guys.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, I know you're not a two-team wanker. What I'm saying is, let's not put the wrestlers to it right now. If you had to pick a Manchester team, what one would you pick?
Neither. We can both swivel.
So you want them both to lose?
Don't come at me, Manchester. Yeah, but I wonder whether Ethan Allen is going to be there as well with him. And I wonder what's
still very supportive, isn't he? So
I wonder what their relationship is like, because obviously prior to that Dereiss match, there did seem to be a bit of kind of dissension in the ranks.
Maybe a little bit of tension, yeah.
So,
but I think since then we've seen that he has still got his back. There's been posts on socials and stuff like that. I think it's brotherly love in it. I think they're still there.
Okay. Well, yeah. If we do see Ethan Allen there, I'll make sure not to bring up Dereiss, because
I think it's probably best not to.
Scared of that man. Yeah. And yeah, I think if I say anything out of line again, he's probably going to slap me.
I think I would also probably avoid saying anything that maybe sounds like Dereiss as well, just in case.
Any examples?
I would actually probably just avoid saying anything.
Just there with a bag of Dereiss's pieces.
Damn it, Carl.
No, I didn't say Dereiss. Yeah. That being said, I'm going to go. I think just Luke Jacobs is going to be like determined to get that belt back, and I think he's going to be all in on it. So I'm going Jacobs.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom.
Yep. I think it's one of the few occasions we can agree.
Yes. Which brings us on to another juicy one. It's a hell of a card, this, isn't it?
Juicy.
Michael Oku is back in progress, taking on Tate Mayfairs. Obviously, we've not seen Oku since Super Strong Style 16. He made it all the way to the semis and got beat by Leon Slater. But since then, he's fucking been everywhere, and he's been at AEW, he's been Ring of Honor, he's been in CMLL, what the Rock is cooking. Oh, yeah. He's been everywhere, and I'm sure that he's got a point to prove as well. Obviously, I think he's going to want to get that title shot against Dereiss.
Right.
I think that's what's on his mind. I think he wants to be Progress World Champion. Why wouldn't you want to? So yeah, I think he's going to want to right the wrong of getting beat by Leon Slater last time out and prove actually he's World Championship material, especially since Dereiss beat Leon in the final. So I think he's got to kind of wants to prove himself there. That, as for Tate, obviously, Tateness is greatness, but yeah, I think he's hoping to return to greatness as part of this one. I think last time we saw him stay humble. He got the win that time over Adam Maxted, who's obviously also on the card, but it's an interesting one because Tate's been saying he's turned over a new leaf, and he's been saying it, but he ain't been showing it necessarily. So I don't know. I don't know whether I can take him at his word on this one. I don't know whether he'll be
trust his own Tate.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Tateness is for sure greatness, but is Tateness truthful? I ain't so convinced.
I'm with you. I don't think shenanigans are off the card here.
Oh, just shenanigans on the card?
Yeah.
It's a triple threat.
That's it. If I ever become a wrestler, that's my name.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I realise I'm aiming a lot, but I'm...
It's because you got to...
trying to mull this over.
Got to err on the side of caution.
Hey. I've got to go Oku.
Okay.
No, Oku.
Okay. Okay, come on.
Oku. No, okay.
But, yeah.
I've got to go Oku. I just think he has been globetrotting everywhere this past year. He's been getting in the ring with some of the best to ever do it. And I just think that experience alone is, I think he's like, what is it? Iron sharpens iron. Is that the expression?
Does it?
Apparently. I don't know.
Any blacksmiths? Let us know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the case. I think he's kind of sucked it up after that loss to Leon, gone, fuck it, I'm going to go and prove that I can hang. And he's gone, he's doing that.
You see, this is why I'm not going for Oku. Okay. I'm going to go, Tateness is greatness, right? But I'm, his eyes off the prize here. He's getting distracted. He's going all globetrotting. Tate's here. He knows what he's doing. I think he's going to take the win. No distractions from Tate.
That's it. Mayfair's, Park Lane, Monopoly.
Right. Okay,
that's where I'm going with that.
Nice.
No, I'm going to go Oku. You going Mayfair's?
I'm going Mayfair's.
Okay. I've lost my slideshow. There it is. Right. See, it's still going. We've got this match, right? We've got Cara Noir, we've got Lio Rush, and we've got a hell of a friggin' match is what we've got, right? We've just seen Lio Rush challenge against Dereiss, so we know that he can hang with the top of the card. Cara Noir, we've seen recently with Dereiss, he's got a sight set on Dereiss at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's had a bit of an edge to him for a while now, Cara. And like you say, his sights are definitely set on Dereiss. And I think this is probably the problem for Lio because he considers Lio very much the obstacle in the way at the moment. Really,
Yeah.
You know, there's a point to be made here.
There is.
But it's a point he's making for Dereiss, isn't it?
Well, do you know what I'm curious to find out? Obviously, Cara wasn't at the last show, but he still sent Dereiss a message. He had, obviously, the blood and the feathers on the title. I wonder whether, you know, Dereiss is going to send a message somehow as part of this. You know what I mean? Like, to say,
Nice.
actually, you're not the only guy who can do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I wonder what that message is going to be. Could it be some sort of, like, video distraction or something that pops up and, you know, takes his eyes off the ball? Lio gets the rush. Lio gets the rush.
Lio gets the rush.
Oh, what a rush. Lio gets the win. Because let's not forget, as amazing as Cara Noir is, he'd been on a losing streak.
He had.
So, which is what's kind of
That's what
pushed him.
drove him here, yeah.
That's why we're getting this version of him right now. And it's a whole different side of him. And it's one that believes he should be back on top of the division. But has he earned it?
No.
Just
Really,
again,
man?
Yeah. Again, we shouldn't be saying this while we're there.
I know.
If we see you in the hallways, Mr. Noir, love you. You're the man. But as of right now on the pre-show,
yeah, with the confidence of the camera,
yeah, I don't think he's earned it.
Yeah,
but if he gets the win over Lio Rush, is that gonna, you know, could that be pretty convincing here? Like, how important is it that he gets the win over Lio for this one?
I mean, it's one of them. I think if he doesn't succeed in getting the win, I don't think he in the nicest way. I don't think he can come after Dereiss, can he? I think he's still got a journey ahead of him if he can't get the win here.
Imagine how foolish he would look then, though, if he's been sending all these messages and then it's like, well, actually, I can't even. You know what I mean? Like,
solid point. But this is the thing. This is where that determination to take this match is probably there, isn't it? Because he's got a point to prove.
Yeah.
So, you know, like you say, you wouldn't want to make yourself look a fool. No. And you know, Leo's the man in his way. He's probably determined to make him look a fool. So it's still a tough one. Lio is obviously globally a wrestling star, isn't he? So
he is.
We've seen him in many different promotions.
Exactly, WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, all over the place.
And it's one that, you know, it's not going to be an easy task for Cara, but I think it's an absolute must for him.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen some kind of massive shade yet from Lio. Obviously, we saw he dropped the diss track against Dereiss, and Dereiss followed up with the absolutely epic response.
I mean, this is actually, I find that quite interesting because I think he knew how to go for Dereiss, and Dereiss likewise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think on some level he doesn't really know how to approach Cara on that level, which is, to me, gives an indicator that he's like he's unsure how to handle him, which is an indicator of how that match might go.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point actually, because how can you prepare? Thanks. How can you prepare for the unknown?
Exactly,
and that's what Cara is, and he's just a great big barrel of unknown.
Yeah,
especially
he's an unknown entity that he's going to have to try and tackle.
He is. He's a completely different Cara than we've been seeing for a long time. So yeah, he's unpredictable, and I think this match is also unpredictable. But if I've got to predict it.
But we're gonna.
I will go for Cara. I just think, again, another fantastic point you raised is that he's firmly focused on Dereiss, and I think he knows the humiliation of losing this after he's been haunting Dereiss. I don't think he's going to let that happen. Yeah. So I think he's going to push himself to the limits to try and get this done.
You know what? I've convinced myself with that fantastic point I made as well.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to go Cara as well.
Right, okay. Look at us. Look at us guys. Okay, right. The final match of the night. Rayne Leverkusen puts her newly won Women's Championship on the line against Session Moth Martina. Let's have a look how this match happened.
I mean, we've got to talk about the win, but I just want to how you got here. It's been win after win, overcoming so much adversity, and now a champion.
I have no words. I have no words to describe how I'm feeling right now. After my knee surgery, after that year on the shelf, this wasn't even on the cards for this year. I just seeing my family, seeing my friends. That moment means so much to me, and I'm just so grateful. And I've proven to progress and the whole world that you can't kill the metal. You can't kill
bullshit! Another fucking newbie coming in and taking what belongs to the family. Rayne, you are going to see a different side of the session mod, a different side of the family, and a different new Progress Women's Champion. See you in Manchester.
Painful.
Moth ain't happy. Right?
He is not happy.
Obviously, the family is in a family feud at the minute, right? I'm expecting Steve Harvey to rock up at this point, right? We've had Will Kroos leave the family. We've had G-Money not knowing what's happening. We had Session Moth trying to keep it all together. And then in the last chapter, Jean decides that Awada-san is his identical twin brother. He shared a womb.
Decided.
He shared a womb.
Decided, Carl. It's fucking obvious.
Well, yeah, okay, maybe. It might be. But Session Moth doesn't seem to think so, right? And she's at her wit's end. She believes that the responsibility's on her shoulders now to get the family.
I'm not being funny, mate. Classic fucking Moth behaviour, innit? Like, Rayne's light is shining, and then Moth's just coming along. Fucking...
like a moth to a flame. I love it.
Sorry.
I love it. Do you know what? Like, you may be saying a joke, but, I mean, you're not wrong. She, obviously... Rayne, let's take a second to just like congratulate Rayne because
100%, yeah.
You know, she did what I think many thought was undoable.
Let's be completely honest here, and I may not recall. I may have been on a different mentality at that point, but I'm fairly certain I was guessing Rio because I was so certain.
Never know with you.
I was so certain Rio was going to take the win.
Yeah.
And so you know what? It's credit where credit's due. She absolutely brought it to Rio, a very, very tough opponent, and won that title. So, like you say, massive congratulations.
Yeah, incredible, to be fair. And you know, we've got all the respect and admiration in the world for Rio. So for Rayne to best her, it just goes to show. You know what I mean? And it was a hell of a match. And people, you may say it was a shocking win, or it was just like but it was a win. She got a roll up. She got the pin.
100%.
Is what it is. You can't deny that. So, obviously, as you saw from that video, she didn't even get a chance to celebrate before Session Moth decided to go and slam her head into a bloody, steel gate or whatever. So, yeah, it's a fascinating one. This Moth clearly wants to get the family back on top, and she believes to do that, she needs to take the biggest prize in the game. So she's coming after that Progress Women's Championship.
Fair.
But let's be honest, Rayne has just took out Rio, and if you can do that, you can pretty much do anything. Yeah. So I worry significantly for Session Moth here. I think she may have
bit off more than she could chew.
She's poked the bear.
Yeah.
She's poked the bear. And I think Rayne is going to want some revenge.
Looking at that clip as well that you just shown, like, I'd take that person.
Well, how could you not?
Like, she's basically made Rayne go into this match pissed off as well, which is that a wise thing to do?
No, it isn't. What were you thinking, Martina? So yeah, I think sorry, Session Moth, but I think Rayne's going to get some much needed revenge there.
I agree. I think it's going to be Rayne, and again, it always makes it more cautious with these predictions when you're probably going to run into these people. But hey ho.
Well, put it this way, the
side behind Rayne,
the flame is burning. Session Moth is like a moth to a flame. Or will it rain on her parade?
Nice.
Come on.
Poetry, that kind.
Look at that.
Poetry.
Look at that. So,
I think I'll never get famous from it, but
What do you mean there's so many famous poets? I could totally be there with a beret at like some coffee shop somewhere.
Bongos, like.
Yeah, I can make that happen. So yeah, they are our predictions. This is the pre-show. Noisy Neighbours. It's taking place like
right fucking now.
Right now. So yeah. Enjoy the show. We're going to be there. We can't wait to see what goes down. And yeah, hopefully we can avoid some ass whoopings.
With any luck.
We'll keep to the shadows. We'll
the shadows.
We'll stay out of you. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the show because we know we will. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.